Hello, welcome to Globe Tales, where fun and learning come together. Today we're going on an adventure to meet 70 amazing herbivore animals from all around the world. Get ready! This is the elephant. It is the largest land animal and eats grass, leaves, and bark. This is the giraffe. It has a long neck to reach tall trees and eat leaves. This is the zebra. It eats grass and lives in large herds. This is the rhinoceros. It is strong and heavy and eats plants and grass. This is the hippopotamus. It spends the day in water but grazes on grass at night. This is the bison. It is a shaggy grass eater of the plains. This is the buffalo. It eats grass and is very powerful. This is the yak. It lives in cold mountains and eats grass and moss. This is the camel. It survives in deserts and eats dry plants and bushes. This is the okapi. It is a forest animal related to the giraffe and eats leaves. This is the cow. It eats grass and gives us milk. This is the goat. It's curious and eats leaves, shrubs, and grass. This is the sheep. It eats grass and gives us wool. This is the donkey. It is strong and eats grass and hay. This is the horse. It runs fast and eats grass and grains. This is the llama. It lives in South America and eats grass. This is the alpaca. It is fluffy and eats plants and hay. This is the moose. It is the largest deer and eats water plants and leaves. This is the elk. It lives in meadows and forests and eats grasses and shrubs. This is the reindeer. It lives in cold places and eats moss and grass. This is the caribou. It is another name for reindeer and eats plants in icy lands. This is the shaital. It is a spotted deer from India that eats grass and leaves. This is the sambar. It is a large deer that feeds on leaves and grass. This is the nilgai. It is the largest antelope in Asia and eats grass and crops. This is the kudu. It has spiral horns and eats leaves and shoots. This is the springbok. It can leap high while grazing on grass. This is the impala. It is a fast antelope that eats grass and leaves. This is the muskox. It has long hair and eats tundra plants. This is the saiga. It has a funny nose and eats desert plants. This is the pronghorn. It runs very fast and eats grass and shrubs. This is the vicugna. It is a wild relative of the llama and eats grass. This is the takin. It is a goat antelope that eats bamboo and leaves. This is the markhor. It is a wild goat with twisted horns that eats plants. This is the ibex. It is a mountain goat that climbs cliffs to eat grass. This is the mountain goat. It is nimble and eats alpine plants. This is the chamois. It is an alpine antelope that eats mountain grass. This is the serow. It is a shaggy goat antelope that eats leaves. This is the gore. It is a giant wild cattle that eats grasses. This is the banting. It is a wild cattle from Asia that eats plants. This is the waterbuck. It lives near rivers and eats grass. This is the bushbuck. It is shy and eats forest plants. This is the hartebeest. It has a long face and eats grass. This is the taupi. It is a fast antelope that eats grass. This is the roan antelope. It has curved horns and eats grass. This is the sitatunga. It lives in swamps and eats reeds and grass. This is the duiker. It is a small antelope that eats plants. This is the cliff springer. It is a tiny antelope that jumps on rocks and eats plants. This is the dik-dik. It is a very small antelope that eats leaves. This is the steenbok. It is a small African antelope that eats grass. This is the oribi. It is a small and graceful antelope that eats grass. This is the bontebok. It has a white face and eats grass. This is the addax. It is a desert antelope with twisted horns that eats dry plants. This is the Arabian oryx. It lives in deserts and eats grass and roots. This is the scimitar horned oryx. It has long curved horns and eats desert plants. This is the gemsbok. It is a strong desert antelope that eats grass. This is the saola. It is a rare antelope called the Asian unicorn. This is the rabbit. It's small and eats grass and carrots. This is the hare. It is fast and eats plants and bark. This is the guinea pig. It is small and squeaky and eats leaves. This is the capybara. It is the largest rodent and eats grass and water plants. This is the beaver. It builds dams and eats bark and plants. This is the porcupine. It has sharp quills but eats roots and leaves. This is the caterpillar. It is the baby of a butterfly and eats leaves. This is the grasshopper. It jumps high and eats grass. This is the locust. It is like a grasshopper that eats crops. This is the leafcutter ant. It carries leaves to feed its colony. This is the termite. It is tiny and eats wood and plants. This is the koala. It eats only eucalyptus leaves. This is the giant panda. It eats bamboo almost all day. This is the red panda. It is small and eats bamboo and fruits.